It's been 5 months since we've taken a trip to Sam's Club. Typically, every 4 months, we make the drive to get the bulk of our paper goods, our dry goods, some pantry staples, and our meat. We pack everything into a cooler, and as soon as we get home, we start going through it and processing it to get it all into our freezer. The last time that I made one of these videos was back in August, and I didn't really show you exactly everything that we bought, so I thought I would take a moment this time to actually show you everything that we buy. We are a family of 4. It's me, my husband, and then we have our 2 small children. They may be small, but their appetites are starting to get pretty large on us. But this is roughly everything that we buy. The majority of these meats are used for dinners. There's a couple things like the sausage, which we use for breakfast, but for the most part, this is all stuff that we're going to divvy up for dinners. Now, when we get into processing, the things like the bacon and the butter automatically go into the freezer, and then I start working on the beef cuts. I usually cut the chuck roast into smaller portion sizes and then get everything into vacuum seal bags. And then while I'm doing this, my husband is working on the ground beef, and what he does is he just weighs everything out into equal portion sizes, and then what we do from there is we vacuum seal them, and before we put them in the freezer, my husband takes a rolling pin and he flattens them out so it takes up less space in the freezer. From there, I like to break down the pork loins into the cuts that we like, followed by the chicken, making sure to sanitize the counters in between each protein. As we are doing this, every time we get a basket of food ready for the freezer, we walk it out to our freezer and get it where it needs to go. And like how we work through everything in the kitchen, we also organize it the same way in the freezer with beef on top, pork in the middle shelf, and then chicken on the bottom in case there's any kind of cross-contamination. As for the butter and the bacon, we actually have another freezer which I use for my garden produce, and I just keep the butter and the bacon in the door of this freezer since it fits a little bit better than the other freezer.